Hey everybody, Playtendoguy here, and I'm back with another video. It's Monday, so you know what that means? No, not a weekly Blu-ray pickup, Saul. No, 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 no. Today I'm bringing back a Blu-ray hunt. Yes, the other day I went to Norwich and I actually did get some footage, so I'm going to show off that and what I picked up and all the pickups I had in the past week. So without further ado, let's get into it. So anyway, for the past week, it's been quite a busy week. I've picked up quite a few Blu-rays, a couple of DVDs, a few games, and a few other bits of media-related content that I'd like to show you. So without further ado, let's dive straight in. And first up is two games that I picked up. One of them is a game I've already reviewed for the channel digitally, and we all know how this game turned out, but because it recently got a physical edition on Switch, I thought, you know what, let's just pick it up. I got it for 30 quid, and that was the Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy Definitive Edition, or not so definitive. Yeah, it's still a bit of a mess on the Switch. I've been mostly playing Vice City, and honestly, I have been enjoying it. I think it's a solid game, but unfortunately, the performance is still pretty poor. I'm not that much keen on the character models either. I think they look fucking ugly, to be fair. But the gameplay is still pretty good, and the soundtrack is incredible. The other day at Norwich, and I picked up this game. I can remember this going about when I was a kid, but they remastered it for Switch, so I thought, you know what, pick it up. It was only 15 quid, and that's Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Ty the Tasmanian Devil. Yes, this was like one of the big platformers back in the early 2000s. I can remember this. They did like an advertisement with Crash, Spyro and Sonic in hospital and Ty putting them in there. It was a very sort of arrogant advert, but it was kind of funny. So right, we've had to move upstairs, but anyway, continuing on. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger is a pretty solid 3D platformer. It looks and runs great on Switch at 60 FPS, and there's plenty of levels here. I think it's a good 10-hour game, and I'm looking forward to playing more. Right then, moving on to Blu-rays and films. Yes. I don't normally go into charity shops as my charity shops are infamous for being very expensive, but surprisingly I went into one the other day and picked up a few titles. First up is the only DVD for the week, and this is a film I used to watch when I was a kid. I can't really remember much about it, but I remember we always had it. And this is Jeff Daniels in Fly Away Home, brand new and sealed. I think it's inspired by a true story. It actually does say it is. So yeah, very happy to have that in the collection because I remember we used to have that on a VHS. This only cost me 20p, so really good price there. Then they had two Blu-rays. One of them weren't brand new, but the disc was in perfect condition, and it's one of my favourite films of all time, and that's Kevin Costner in Dances with Wolves. Yep, what can I say about this film? Near masterpiece, absolutely love it. Kevin Costner stars and directs in this film. Really beautiful film. Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't got 4K of this one yet, because I imagine that would look really quite nice. And then I picked up this Blu-ray. This is brand new and sealed, and it's anime. I've heard loads of people, including Jason Brett, link in the description, love it, and that's Princess Mononoke. Did I pronounce it right? Princess Mononoke. Yeah. Don't really know much about it. It actually says on the back here, it's the Star Wars of animated features. So it must be good. I think this is Jason's like favourite animated film of all time. And I must admit, I'm really looking forward to watching this one. But continuing on with the films, we have two more from Music Magpie, and they're like 2 for 5 quid sale. The sale is finished now, but a lot of the titles are now like $2.99. So if you just wanted one, it isn't too bad of an offer. But I picked up these two, and one of them is already sold out, and that is Mallrats. I don't really have a lot of knowledge of what this film is about. From what I gather, it's a Kevin Smith comedy because it's from the director of Jay and Silent Bob, and that's them there. From what I gather, it's sort of like, should I say it's like a gross out comedy? It's about two lads, I think, who lose their girlfriends and they just hang about in the mall and they meet up with like Jay and Silent Bob and basically try to win them back. But yeah. It should be a good time. Kevin Smith, I haven't really seen much of his films. I remember I watched Dogma and actually really enjoyed that one. So, whilst I thought I was going to buy this to sell this, I'm going to buy it and give it a watch because it looks like a lot of fun. I did actually sat and watch the trailer. Michael Rooker's in this one, and I'm pretty certain Ben Affleck's in this one. So yeah, That is Mallrats. And this is the film that I really want to get, and this is another one to add to the John Hughes collection of films I haven't seen. And this is 16 Candles. Yes, this one's actually on the Arrow label, and I kind of really wanted to get it on the Arrow label, but for like £2.49, it's really hard to grumble. This is like the first release on Blu-ray, so probably the picture quality won't be so good, but for the price, I don't really mind. It's another one of these John Hughes coming of age like dramas, comedy dramas with like Molly Ringwald. Basically, she's on her 16th birthday. She wants to get the lad of her dreams, but I think he doesn't seem interested. This other guy does, and she doesn't really want him. This is from what I'm gathering from the trailer. It looks good. It's only an hour and a half, so I'm really looking forward to watching this one. I need to get a hold of The Breakfast Club and probably another couple of John Hughes films, but I'm very happy to have this in the collection. Up is a load of stuff, well, 4 titles from HMV. These 2 from Norwich and the other 2 were from King's Lynn. And first up is a film I really enjoyed. It was in my top 10 films of last year, but I never picked it up at launch. Mainly because it didn't have a slip, and unfortunately it still doesn't have a slip, but it was £5 cheaper, and it is Malignant. Yes, my good friend Jason Brett's favourite film of last year. Again, his link is in the description. Malignant is an absolutely fantastic horror film. It's such a unique spin on the horror genre. Really enjoyed it. Keeps you guessing. A lot of action in it and some pretty cool and gruesome moments. I don't really want to say too much about the film because I don't really want to spoil it, but rest assured, if you do pick up Malignant, you'll be in for a great time. And as I've recently been watching a lot of Dario Argento's stuff, I watched The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, really enjoyed that. Watched Tenebrae, absolutely loved that, and watched Phenomena, and really enjoyed that one. I thought I'd pick up a few other his titles for the collection. And this is one that has been on my radar for a little while, and that's Suspiria. Yes, I went into HMV and only could find the remake, but they had a copy of this original in this nice like slip-covered edition by Cult Films. So yeah, really nice artwork, and it's a 2-disc edition with like a Blu-ray and a DVD. It's a 4K restoration for the 40th anniversary. You do get a load of special features. You get a special 40th anniversary interview. You get Dario Argento introduces his 4K restoration of Suspiria, audio commentary, various featurettes, and finding out how they did the 4K restoration process. So that's quite cool. I think the film is about 101 minutes, so it's not too long. But yeah, I really do like this. I noticed they also do his other film, Opera, in the same edition, so I probably will have to pick that one up later on down the line. They actually did have a sale on, well, a sort of sale. They had £5 off certain titles. Some of them I owned, some of them I didn't, and that is Psycho 2. But yeah, I haven't seen Psycho, or have I? I can't really remember. I probably have seen it years ago, but can't really remember much about it. So it's a film that definitely needs to be rewatched. I do know what happens, I do know the general gist of things, but I can't remember what happened, shall I say. But anyway, I picked up Psycho 2, it was only £9.99, and from what I've heard, it's actually a pretty solid sequel. It even says on the back there that it's actually one of the most accomplished horror sequels of all time. Basically follows like Norman Bates being let out of prison like after about 20 odd years, and he's trying to make his way into normal life and try to integrate into society, but unfortunately murders happen and the finger of blame points to him. So yeah, don't really know much more about it, but again, like with Arrow, you do get plenty of special features, interviews, featurettes, trailers, and also you get your reversible sleeve. But yeah, very happy to have that in the collection. Looking forward to watching that. I'm probably going to watch Psycho and Psycho 2 like a double bill, one after the other. And the final Blu-ray of the week is a film with James Caan called Thief. A film by Michael Mann. I don't really know much about this. I'm going to gather it's sort of like a heist film, hence the title Thief and the diamond on the front cover. But yeah, this is from Michael Mann, who done Manhunt and Public Enemies. Stars James Caan from Rollerball and Godfather. So yeah, I did watch a trailer of it. It looks really quite cool. Seems to try and just like get away from it and try and live a normal life, but he's dragged back into the world of it for like one final score. So yeah, I've heard it's quite a highly regarded film. So again, really looking forward to watching this one. And if you remember from last week, I picked up a notebook from the works for Animal Crossing, and they've done like a whole series of them, from like superheroes to films to like PlayStation and Xbox. But I picked up another two this week, and I picked up Joker. Really, really nice looking front cover artwork for that one. Again, both of these are only £3, so not too bad. You do get some nice artwork in there. Look, each page is like traced with the Joker's face on. Really, really nice. I like that. So yeah, that's £3. You can never have too many notebooks. And this was the one that I was talking about last week that I definitely wanted to get, and that is the Ghostbusters one. Yep, you see like the 4 Ghostbusters here in like a sort of animated sort of style, and I love it. The back is just plain, but for me, this artwork is superb. Inside, you get like that artwork, and then you just get like Ghostbusters on the bottom of the page. But again, for £3, you can't grumble. And I saw this thing advertised on TV, and it was like only £1.99. You know, like how they do these collections where you buy the first collection and it's only like £1.99 or £2.99, and then every other issue is like about 10 or £12. I always like to pick up the first editions of these, mainly because they're cheap, and this one's no different. It is a Marvel collection sort of thing. Marvel, the Legendary Collection, and you get like a poster in there, and you also get like a Spider-Man like graphic novel. It says here, The Amazing Spider-Man, New Ways to Die. So yeah, it's quite a thick booklet, so for £1.99, I'm pretty happy to have that. Will I be collecting the other books? Probably not for that price. Next up is a pickup from Poundland. Yes, I went to Poundland at Norwich and Poundland where I live, and there's nothing in there. The shelves are pretty much bare. It's absolutely really shocking how far this it's shocking how far the Blu-rays have come since like last year. There was a lot last year, but like obviously deliveries have gone down, and basically they might as well just not sell the Blu-rays anymore. But they do still sell books, and I found this one for £1, and it's based on a Johnny Depp film called Black Mass. I remember watching this film the other week and actually really quite enjoying it. It's basically about Johnny Depp being like a gangster and how he's got a friend or childhood friend who's now in the FBI, and they work together. He gives the FBI some info, and then he can go and do a load of let's just say some bad stuff. In the film, Benedict Cumberbatch also plays his political brother, which is quite cool. It's a highly enjoyable watch, so I definitely recommend giving the film a watch. But considering how interesting the story was, I thought for £1, I'd definitely pick up the Blu-ray, the book. I'll pick up the book, even though I probably won't read it. And the final two things are from Smibes, the toy shop, and we have a Spider-Man Miles Morales gift set. You get a mug, a coaster, a keychain, and a notebook. If you can see it all there. The notebook's like one of those ones I picked up from Works. You get like a mat there at the back, and there's a key ring just about there of Miles Morales' face, and you get a mug. So yeah, really nice designed artwork on the box. And this is normally like about £12, but it's only £5, so I picked that up straight away. Very happy to have that. I think this is more based on like the Miles Morales game from about a year and a bit ago, so that's cool. Very happy to have that. Very good price. And some more stationery sets is this Mario one. It's Mario, so I will buy it. But yeah, you get like 2 notebooks, a pencil case, a ruler, a pencil, colouring pencils, eraser and sharpener. They come in handy, and it's Mario, so what's not to like? Yeah, normally this is like about 10-15 quid, but it was only £3.99, so I thought, yep, definitely picking that one up. Very happy to have that. So with that, the video is over, and honestly, not a bad little haul this week. Plenty of films, plenty of other sort of bits related to media, so yeah, great. I've got a few things coming in the post, so there should be another weekly pickups video this time next week. Wednesday night is again another Wednesday night movie live stream with me, Andy, and Mike. And this week our special guest is Movie Worm, so it'll be great to have Jordan back on the stream, and we also may have an appearance from Mr. Millership himself. So yeah, really looking forward to that on Wednesday night. That's again Wednesday night at 7:30. So hope to see you all there. But yeah, thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be totally awesome. And as always, till next time, bye.